is gonna be part 4 to what if Naruto was neglected. And pretty much Naruto, how do I say it? Naruto would ready to take both of them out. And then his girlfriends would pause it. But then and Naruto would say, "Do y'all guys want to go shopping?" Then they would say yes. Naruto would say, "Here's the card. I'm about to go off to the world meeting." Cause all of them will be having a meeting right now, and everybody will be saying, "Minato, control your children." Same with you, Fugaku. And then Minato and Fugaku would say, "Of course we're controlling them." Then they would say, "Well, then why does Naruto want to kill everyone?" And then Minato would say, and then they would say, "Exactly. Control those two before the rest of the world had to pay for it." And then Sasuke and Minima would say, "We can do whatever we want. None of you are gonna stop us." And then they would say, "Oh, really?" Naruto would crash in and he would say, "You see what the Raikage says is true. Every village and nation will have to pay if a certain two people don't stop hitting on my girlfriends." And then he would catch a Chidori and Rasengan going straight at him. Then they would say, "Well, Naruto, you're gonna have to defeat us." And then Naruto would say, "Bro, I just caught your Chidori and Rasengan in my hand, bro. Y'all two cannot beat me." Then he would put a seal on both of them. And both of them their body would lock up. And they would kneel. Naruto would say, "Look at you, peasants, kneeling to me. I told you, bro. I can make you kiss the floor if I wanted." And then Sasuke would open his Mangekyo and Council of Seal, and men would do the same. Naruto would say, "You think I'm scared of a Sharingan?" And then he would blaze his. He would say, "But my ability is far more destructive than yours. I could take over both of you right now and make you my personal pets." It's similar to Shisui's, but mine isn't the most powerful genjutsu ever. It's just simple mind control genjutsu with complex things wired with it, connected to it. And then they would say, they would shudder at thinking of the thought of being Naruto's lackey. And then Minato would say, "Please don't control them. Me and Fugaku are gonna set them straight." Naruto says, "I hope they do." And then he would say, "Yeah, I hope you do, Minato. Or all the other villagers are gonna have to have a word with you." And then Minato would say, "Of course, Naruto." And then there would be a team from Konoha consisting of Shikamaru and his, team Asuma, the rest of the team Kakashi and Sai, and Team Guy and Team Kurenai. Basically, Konoha 12, except for Sasuke and Minma. And then they would be closing in on Naruto's house. And then they would say, "Oh, it's gonna be easy to take those two again." And then Shikamaru would say, do you think it's wise to go behind Fugaku and Minato's back, taking orders from Sasuke and Minima?" Naruto would say, "Well, we're here now." And then they would say, "Well, let's sneak into the house." Before they could sneak into the house, they would look up, see a giant bird, say, "Ah!" They would say, "What the fuck is that?" And then they would see black wolves with demon-like eyes coming all around them. And they would say, "What? Why didn't they attack us last time?" And then they would see a giant fox come from the other side of the house. And then they would say, abort mission. And then his summonings would track him down. Kurama Jr. would say, "Wolfpack. Eagle, Harpy Eagle, stay here," they would say. And then he would run. He would take off. And then he would make the rest of them run away. And then they would come back for a second round of the mission while all the animals are asleep. and they would try to take the girls, but Naruto would be home by now. And he would say, Konoha, show yourself or die. And then all of them would say, yes, Naruto. He would say, why do you insist on attacking me if you're just gonna die? And then they would say, we have to take orders. Then Naruto would say, you might not want to listen to your orders this time, because all of you know how powerful I am. And then Naruto would say, so go on. And Naruto would say, Shion, fool, I'm gonna build my own country. Well, my own village. And we're gonna protect everyone. And he would say it's gonna be the Uzushio Gakure. And I'm gonna be the Uzukage. And then they would say, so you're gonna build up the Uzumaki clan village again? Naruto would say, yes, but first I have to go there and seal all of their weapons, scrolls, books, and other things together before we can throw away the rubble. And then he would send clones to do that. And they would hand them a giant scroll full of all the stuff. And then they would move all of the rubble away. Naruto would build up like his outside village walls and different houses and stuff, even though they wouldn't have nobody to live in them. But he would just do it around Uzushio Gakure country. Because the land of the waves is still a part of Uzushio Gakure. So Naruto would get like more people to join. People who were banished from their villages. People who like was caught in war and didn't want to fight. People from the land of wave. The land of wave is officially a part of Uzushio Gakure. And he would get alliance with the snow. Like the samurai. You know the samurai? It's a samurai like clan or whatever in the mountains. And he would make an alliance with them. And the Sand Village, because it guards Jinchuriki and the new Kazekaze. And Naruto Village would be flourishing as one of the best villages. But nobody would know who their Hokage is. They would just know that his village has Jinchuriki and S-rank level fighters. Such as Naruto's right-hand man. A powerful swordsman who has three of the ninja swordsmen that are missed swords. Zabuza's sword, the paper bomb sword, and the needle sword. And then I say, and this boy will actually be a part Uzumaki, and his name would be Saruto Jr. And Naruto hit off with him and immediately telling Saruto about how his father helped him and his whole backstory. And then Saruto would say, my father taught you we're now brothers of sorts. And Naruto his village would be thriving after a couple years. He's now about 18 or 19. Well, he's going to be 19 now. And him, Shion, and Fu all get married. Like, he would have 2 wives and they would all get married. And Minato wouldn't have heard from Naruto. But Minma and Sasuke would still go to Naruto's old house to see if anybody's there. Because, they kind of simping over Shion and Fu. And Minato would then call, like a meeting between all the villages. And they would send a special invite to Naruto's village. And Naruto wouldn't go. He would send Saruto in his place. And he would give Saruto a special seal to send him there, the Flying Raijin level 3, to send him there in case no one's except Saruto speaking on Naruto's behalf. Saruto would go there. He would say, I'm the Shadow Kage of New Uzushio. I'm the first Shadow Kage of the new area of Uzushio. And then they would say, oh, so "You're Saruto Uzumaki Jr." And then Minato would say, "Saruto Uzumaki." And then he would look in fear, and then he would say, "Oh, so you do remember my father, Minato?" And then Minato would say, I'm sorry." He would say, "Well, I don't care. But I'm speaking here on my Kage's behalf." And then they would say, "Why is he here? We don't want to talk to you, you half-wit." He would say, "If you want to know, I can rival my Kage in power. So before you call me a half-wit, just know that I'm one of the strongest men alive. I'm only second to him." And then I say, "What can you do since you're so powerful?" He would say, "I master all forms of the mist taijutsu styles. I have 3 of the ninja of the mist swordsman swords. I master fire, lightning, and earth, 4 fire, lightning, and wind chakra natures. I've mastered jutsu in all 3 of those chakra natures. I have great adept jutsu, and I have a half of a Rinnegan." Well, I knew someone over who had a Rinnegan. And then they would say, "What?" He would say, "Yes, Nagato, the leader of the Akatsuki, raised me. As my father, old age, kept him from being able to protect me." And then they would say, "Don't matter." Minato said, "Don't matter. We'll kill you now." And then he would say, "My Kage told me to throw this seal if I had any trouble." He would throw the seal and Naruto would appear with his signature cape and mask. He would say, "I thought something like this would go on." Then he would catch me. Then he would jump back, and Saruto's executioner blade would connect with Sasuke and Minma's. He would say, "Don't you dare lay a sword on my leader." And then they would say, "What?" He would throw them back. He would put his sword back on the back. He would say, "You heard me." Naruto would sit down, and Saruto would be right behind. Saruto Jr. would be sitting right behind him. Well, standing right behind him, and then everybody would say, "Everybody had their right hand man, correct?" I actually need my bodyguards here. He would throw down 2 seals, and his bodyguards would appear. It would be the Four Tails Jinchuriki, Sengoku. Well, not Goku, but the Four Tails Jinchuriki. And the 3 Tails Jinchuriki. Not Kagura. It's a new person. And then they would say, "What?" And Naruto would then say, "Everybody has their security and their right hand man right now, right?" Everybody would say yes. He would say, "Okay, this meeting is started. What do we need to talk about?" Then Minato would say, "What, Naruto?" Naruto would say, "Yeah, I built my own village because I didn't want to live in that little raggedy house anymore. Because, well, I just don't want to be there. I just wanted to leave my own village." Then Minato would say, "How do you keep a village safe?" He would say, "Seals, of course. We're the Uzumaki. We do everything the Uzumakis did. We have a more advanced teaching system than any other village. Everyone in our whole village is required to learn level 1 seals because it's a special seal that you need to have, like, put on you to enter the village. And you have to disable it once you enter the village and enable it once you leave the village. So you can get in and out easily." And then Minato would say, Naruto would then say, "Y'all thought I wasn't gonna make my own village, like." And then Minato would say, "What if somebody get past seals?" They would say he's gonna have to get past 500 wolves, demon wolves at that, 200 black wolves, 150 white wolves, and 150 gray wolves, surrounded all around my village. 150 on the east and west, and 100 on the north and south. 100 and 200 on the north because of the entrance. And the south is guarded by a giant Harpy Eagle, which all are my summonings. And my most powerful summoning guards the entire village from atop the mountain in a giant cave. So there's no way to enter my village without me being notified immediately. Then Minato would say, but Naruto would say, are we going to talk about any matters that we need to handle? And then Mima and Sasuke would try to attack him. And then Jinchuriki would put both of them onto the ground. And Naruto would say, you still can't control these two, Minato and Fugaku? And then Minato and Fugaku would say, Naruto, I'm dearly sorry. Naruto would say, isn't this you're waging war on another village? This is an attack on the Akage and on the Kage. They would say, no, we don't want war. He would say, well, there's other ways we can handle this. He would say, Saruto. And then Saruto Jr. would put his executioner blade over Sasuke's neck and put his needle blade on the side of Mima's neck. Naruto says, we can execute them now, and everything will be forgiven. Minato will be pleading, no, they won't do it again. Then Naruto will say, Hokage, you've said that more than once before, and it's happened more than once before, so why should I listen to you now? He would say, we can give you resources. Naruto would say, I don't need any of that. I don't want an alliance with your village. I don't need help. He can say, I can offer you women. Naruto would say, women? How dare you insult me? And then Naruto would have his tanto to Minato's neck. He would say, don't you see the ring on each of my ring fingers? And Minato would say, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Naruto would say, oh, I'm glad you didn't know, because if you did, that would be very, very bad for you. And then Minato would say, he would say, Sasuke, Minima, get over here. And Naruto would say, is this meeting adjourned? And all the other 5 great nations would say, of course. And Naruto would head back to his village. He would teleport all of them and be going in an instant. Minato would say, Minima, Sasuke, do you want to get us all killed? No, we don't have to just worry about Naruto. Now we have to worry about somebody who's on his level and the rest of his village. We're not that strong. And then Sasuke would say, I have my EMS, bro. So does Itachi. And then Memo would say, I'm the most powerful person in the village. Me and Sasuke are the most powerful people in the village. Minato say that don't mean nothing. You're not the most powerful person in the world, are you? Or the second most powerful. You know who that is? Naruto and his right-hand man. And then both of them will say, oh, okay, fine. And Naruto will get back to Shion and Fu, and then they would lay down. And Naruto would say, it's a rough being Hokage. And then Naruto would say, but one thing I know, bro, paperwork can never beat you out if you use shadow clones. I wish I would have learned that earlier, so I could have helped the 3rd Hokage. Well, he was Hokage, that is. Because I'm going to have my shadow clones do all my paperwork, and all of the knowledge going to go right to me, so it's like I did it. And then they would say, you're so smart, Naruto. Naruto would say, I'm just creative. And then Naruto would say, that's why I love both of you. Always so kind-hearted and nice. And then they would say, Naruto, come here. And Naruto would say, what? And they would both be laying on the bed in some robes that are see-through. And Naruto would say, okay. And y'all know that's what happened. That's he did the deed. You know what I'm saying? And that's the end of this video. You know what I'm saying? That's the end of this video. You know what I'm saying? So I'll catch you guys in the next vid. And see you guys later.